Hey guys, STRuK here, doing another commentary for JuanSource. I'm doing it versus Core on Contra. Now, this match here maybe isn't my most flattering skill-wise game, but the thing you can really get out of it is some reasoning, good reasoning skills that maybe you can apply to your own game. First round here, I had the B spawn where everybody else is kind of off more so the A, and lots of teams, like to work B early. So in our mind, we're thinking, nah, let's test their A a bit, keep them honest there. So I go fake it, go fake B, and I like to do this little pick in the dark window. I'll describe that later in the future rounds, but so yeah, we hit A. Now the guys get out, nobody's dead, nothing's happening. I'm in my head when I'm coming back to the site, I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? We got the site, no deaths, nothing's going on, and I just run out, and that whole time Torres was trailing me from behind and killed two of my teammates. After I missed that shot and the guy going lower, I maybe should just hid and caught the flanks for upper and then trying to clutch the round, let my teammates do their thing. But because my teammates got no kills, nothing really happened. I wasn't sure what was going on in the site. Kind of lack of communication in that very first round, because we have to get into the going of the match. And I thought maybe they need some support to maybe pick somebody and get inside, and that didn't happen. So we failed to win that first round, although it was close. Okay, so not so bad. I'm going to be testing this middle / dark window a lot in the game, keeping Devourer on his tippy toes, not letting him over rotate too much. And yeah, right there, I don't know what I did. Okay, I'll be honest. I heard a call from one of my teammates, the guys in the smoke pushed out box room, and I think during the match I saw maybe a little bit of a shadow moving through that smoke, and I kind of predicted the shot, thinking that he's probably going to fall back into box room, and boom, caught me a kill. Now in this 2-on-1, my teammates all die because I didn't do too much. This was a weak round for me. I didn't do too much in middle, and other than maybe annoy him. And then my teammates all died, and it's me versus two. Now I waited for so long to split the defense. Okay, if I wait and wait, the other guy's probably gonna have to rotate to A. And if you look at the radar, he did eventually. Just split up the defense. And if I had that kill, try and get a lucky kill on me, just swing his cross around, I would have planted and would have been in a good situation to win a 1-on-1 there. And I didn't get the kill, and I lost the round. But the reasoning on that round was much improved. Was good. Now I'm gonna, like I said, most rounds I like to play aggressive on that window for my teammates to get into plank. If we get into plank and box room in time, and we have two kind of a crossfire into the site, it's hard for the CTs to hold, and that's what I did that round. And the only danger of picking that sand is if a guy jumps out a window. If the guy jumps out a window and you're zoomed up into the dark, you're just gonna probably die to him. Now I recommend, if you do this with your team, I recommend that you have your opper still pick that window, but the rifler needs to lead with a flash. And as soon as he does that, if he spots a guy lower, the rifler, he needs to chase the guy lower sands and clear that and kill him. And if there's no guy sands, then the guy just goes into plank. So that would be the most optimum way of doing it. They're getting kind of free in this middle, so we're deciding this round to make sure that they can't do anything special. And the guy jumps out, boom, I pick him before he can jump into sand or water, whatever he was doing. Because last 3 rounds we haven't really done anything in middle other than me poke up just slightly, and so they're getting a little liberal there, and we make him pay for it. And because we get that kill in middle quick, we're gonna think that the B is gonna overcompensate, and so we rush A. I mean, the guys are not in that great of spots, the CTs that is, and my teammates run them over. Now I get this weird confrontation here with Daff. I leg him, I rescope in. He pulled off the first shot though, and so he was able to cock his op quicker than me. And really, I shouldn't have re-peeked him. Maybe if I, but with the last guy being there, I wanted to make sure he loses his op, so I took the risk. My teammates were able to kill him, and so with bomb down and it's being early in the game, we have lots of money still, so I'm not too worried about losing my op or anything like that. Yeah, now that you know we took in a few rounds on A, we're taking a few rounds on B. Now we're just gonna keep mixing it up. Sometimes we're gonna just rush in the site. Sometimes we're gonna pick. This round we pick. I'm trying to pick the guy in the site. And I know Daff usually likes to play C spawn just by knowing my players, and I wasn't able to hit him in the head, and neither was he on me. And then his teammate there, I just saw, pushed up. And the best thing I can do is try and take a shot and move around as I did behind the box. My teammate came out and killed him. That's just natural chemistry with my rifler knowing what's going on and just adapting. He's not trying to, my rifler's not trying to outpick the guy in spawn. As you saw, POS wasn't peeking too much. That's really smart by him. But at the same time, he's smart enough to come and help me when the guy pushes up on me. That's really good rifle op play, and that's really critical in those areas where two types of guns can play. To give you another example, would be to outside on nuke. There could be an opper out far back in warehouse or something, or there could be a coulter pushed up. You want to have a AK who's smart enough to protect your opper, unless if there's a coulter up close. But if there's an opper back, he's smart enough not to peek him while the opper deals with that. Going in on this next round here, I keep picking that window, and I actually saw this from Devour's perspective, and I looked really slow for some reason. Maybe I'm too much in the flow in the game here, and I really took my time there. Also, one more thing I'd like to mention is we didn't do the optimal sand plank take, so I never had a rifler leading. So I was single scope there, and I was afraid of the guy jumping out sand and possibly killing me, because first round that's what he did. So that could have attributed to my death there. A little hard to see in that dark window sometimes. Man, I just got back from the gym, guys. I feel like one of those Mr. Olympias, you know, when your muscles feel like they're bursting out your skin. Crazy feeling. So I recommend, guys, a little bit of weight training. It's awesome. Anyways, so yeah, as I mentioned, we change up the pace sometimes. This time, instead of picking into B, we're rushing into B. And, you know, Missy gets a great pick into the site, and bam, everything splits open on this map. It's so spread out. Teams have to play. They have to play either spread out or they have to overcompensate on one side. We made sure they couldn't overcompensate in the beginning of the match by hitting each site fairly, and then and now we're starting to use, because their defense is so spread out, we're starting to use that to advantage and hitting it hard and decisively. And when we're hitting B, we're going plank box, and when we're going A, I'm not sure what we're doing in A, because I'm usually in B while the guys are hitting A, so I can't comment. Now this is ridiculous. I have a good idea usually when last guy's saving. I have a good 3D image in my head of the spots where my teammates are and where the guys usually is, and I had a feeling that he was going to be upper somewhere, and my AK there did not connect. I did like 90. I did exactly 97 in fact to him. I remember that specifically, and wasn't able to kill him. And he just 180s me with a headshot. But you'll see later I returned the favor in the same style. But you'll have to wait a bit for that. Now I haven't been very aggressive in middle. This time I am. Devourer actually legs me, and I make him pay for not being accurate enough. Now I died to Taurus, and this is really important. I knew Taurus was in connector. One of my teammates died there, and the way I peeked it there, really, if you can still remember, is I took it a little wider, and I knew the middle was probably gone. There's no way in the middle. I should have really, and the best way to probably peek that is not jumping out, since I had such low HP from getting legged, and Devour calling for him, out that I'm in middle, and I got legged. I should have double zoomed and quick peeked it, knowing that that Taurus is gonna try and probably want to finish me off. And if I had done that, I think I would have killed Taurus. That's why, I don't know if you can hear the in-game, but I said, oh, I should have had him. Because right after I died, I knew I approached that wrong. When you get called out, when you kill somebody and the other team, you know the other team has called you out, and lots of players will wait for the offensive player to run into you, okay? And he did there, and I ran into him. If I had instead been a bit more patient and creeped him, I probably would have killed him. So the game's pretty equal right now. It's 5-3, and we beat them handily. I think 13-5 or something like that. Tran's really keeping them in the game right now. So we're not doing anything special. We're just keep hitting the sights hard or picking. And we get counter flash because we've been going plank so much. And I get flashed there. I take a shot, and now that you're in HLTV, you see that the flash, you don't see flashes in HLTV, and I barely missed that guy. So little things like that can totally change rounds. Now, because they knew we weren't in middle that round, they pushed, and I just destroyed 2 guys, connector and behind. Now, shame on Tran for not killing all of us there. Really, a guy flanking with 3 guys to his back. At this level of the game, you gotta be able to kill everybody. You see I shoot the box in front of me. That's because I know Carson's flanking, and I want to grab their attention. With me pulling off that shot, they have no idea what the heck's going on. Carson gets 2 shots in the back, and our round is in our grasp. So really, this round, great job by Carson to infiltrate behind. But I really saved the round there, not to be modest or anything, by just making a corpse out of Tran when he's trying to be sneaky. And so we win the round. It's those kind of little rounds that you shouldn't win, and you do because of a player stepping up really changed the momentum of the game. Now they're poorer. We're just see they're deagling, and we actually lose this eco. Losing ecos is by far the worst thing you can do in a game. 4 of us die in like 2 seconds here. I know Devour has a deal, and I put the offense. I put the pressure on him. I know he's 7 bullets. I have a Glock, 20 bullets. I'm trying to use a pillar, and that son of a bitch is able to catch me with a deagle. I think he had 2. I think he had 2 deagle bullets left. Unfortunate, but that didn't even matter to me. That didn't even matter really about me, because all my other 3 teammates dropped also. Lots of teams I noticed lose ecos because, first of all, they don't count the other team's money. We did. We knew they were weak, and we rushed, but they don't think about the map on the eco. When we really didn't practice this map like most other maps this season, and we didn't think about what really we want to do when they're kind of poor, and so we just rushed B. It's really hard to eco a team when you have 5 guys rushing upper with AKs, fairly long distance battle. How are you gonna win that? There's no close distance for a deagle to be more effective, and so that was a bad mistake by us. You see Torres flanking there behind me again, and I just 180, boom, right in the head. Wasn't able to, he didn't even hit me, in fact. So shame on Torres, and I made him pay dearly. And so it's 2-on-1 here, and Daff keeps missing op shots on me, and I think we got this round in the bag. Now I'm just supporting my teammate who's planting at first, and then I'm just suppressing with nades. Just standard basic CS, nothing genius there about me. Really important that I don't die. If I die, it's going to be a tough situation for my teammate. One-on-ones, you never want to be put in one-on-ones. You always, I did this in a few other commentaries. Always play cat and mouse if you're that second player. Don't be a hero. Don't try and get that kill. Lots of smokes here this round. I'm just covering corners as best I can with my op for my teammates, and hoping somebody will re-peek me from middle and stuff. Nobody did. I noticed this one thing is, as an offer, you tend to get flanked the most. When I rifle, I never die from behind, not very often. But when I op, I'm holding points for my teammates, thinking about where I need to reposition, and if I misread even just one of my teammates clearing something, or watching Sand, for example, like I did that round, and he came behind me, I usually die. I tend to notice. So my biggest concern as an opper is making sure that my back is okay. I mean, because your disadvantage with an op from behind, and your disadvantage with an op if you're getting flanked, obviously it's hard to turn around, you know, scope in and kill somebody when he's behind you shooting at you, and it's hard to move your cursor around when you're zoomed in because of obviously it's the sensitivity is different, and so there is just that comes with practice. Okay, if you practice your strats, and we really don't too much, that's one thing, and just being aware of where your teammates, and that's a really tough thing as an operative offensively, as a T-side operator. You gotta really think about not only your enemies but where your teammates have cleared, and make sure you're always gonna have advantage forward with an op usually. So anyways, here first round is CT. They kill some guys in B, and at this level of play, you know, lots of teams like to spread out. They don't cluster around like lambs into, you know, a grinding machine, because that's what usually happens when people, like, you know, if you send 2 guys and they can't do the job, 5 guys usually will not. I mean, 1 guy dies, 2nd guy dies, that means all, you know, 4 guys are gonna die. So teams like to spread out, work their spots, see an opening, and they managed to kill some guys in B. And luckily, my mid guys are able to trade and even up the round, and that is why I didn't rotate. If I had rotated, as you see, they hit A. So I stayed a little bit patient, stayed in A, and I played the last Alamo on maps like Inferno, where you're behind STRuK, for example, and they're taking A. On a Contra, when you're upper, when you're between the defense and your rotators, you're in a very you make the T's very uncomfortable. It's really important that you don't die. If I had peeked out, you know, early, I might have died there. I just want to play defensively until my rotator gets there. Me and POS were able to take it back. Sorry, but I'm discussing the previous round so long that I'm getting overwhelmed by the rounds going so fast here. But that's a really important point, that don't be a hero. Wait, you know, hold your point as best you can, unless you have to kill somebody, and then retake with a teammate. Nothing special this round. I'm playing in A. Guy comes out. We both miss each other, and he tries to be fancy, and I deliver him to heaven. Electronic heaven for the round. Anyways, yeah, nothing special. I'm just playing. One thing I really should point out is that I'm playing A in the beginning. I'm not even picking middle, because as teams will start to catch on that you play A, and you play middle and you rotate A late, and you'll see I die from it once or twice. Once, I believe. And so it's important that I go play A early sometimes, because I'll catch people thinking that they're smart, you know, and then they'll be like, oh no, he's there, goddamn, blah blah blah. He usually plays mid, and that's not only a mental thing. You're always a step ahead of him in kind of way, in a way like that. I think it maybe possibly is this round, but so if I had played straight A, the round would be okay. But I didn't. Well, I can't remember if it actually is, but anyways, my teammates kind of trade, and because I saw bomb cross, I rotated to B right away, and only 1 guy went into the box. The whole other team on the T's just ran off straight to the opposite side. And I died. This is actually not the round I get paid. I die in A, but you'll see. They just snuck into middle there and cut off our rotations. So yeah, good play by Core, and good reasoning on pushing that middle there by trying. You saw me do that on T side. After the guy got a kill in middle, he rotated A right away. That was Devour, and I pushed through and killed 2 of them, and that's what Tranjas did for them basically. So confident play, and it worked out good. One thing that I've noticed and lots of players like to do is they like to jump across the bridge and drop in the sand and then pick the counter picker. I actually a scrim or two died like that. And so I watch that sometimes now. I'm kind of paranoid. But as you see, Torres there just ran out upper, dropped in the site, and killed me. From the boxes, he was actually in the site, and because he knows I don't watch upper, and my teammates tries to recover. Luckily, we have quick rotation, and Core really misplays this round. I mean, they lose bomb in the center of the map, and I mean. They just totally misplayed this round. Bad teamwork by Core. Instead of holding their points and just waiting for the whole team to get their plant and win the round just by the basics, they're just running around in that A side, and my teammates are able to kill them. So silly play by them there. You know, it's right after that round. Me and Fam go play upper right off the bat, thinking that possibly they could do the same thing. They just rush upper on us. They don't. They actually rush B. So I just normal take back. Now I notice that there's just shooting at my the other players, the T's are shooting at my teammates. I hear the gunfire off, and it's not in my direction. So I'm thinking, okay, take advantage of that, run into the site hard. And there's smoke protecting me from one side, and I just run in, try and deagle whoever I can see. I'm not being too passive. That's the right moment to strike, be aggressive, and we know he planted, and obviously it's an A site, so 3-on-1 is gonna be really hard for him to win this. My teammate shoots him through me. Not like I care. It's the last round, and that's all she wrote. Guys, support us, Zomblerz, in the playoffs. Where we have the #1 seed going into it. A lot of talent. My teammates. I'll see you guys around, and kudos to Juan's season. They ended a little early, unlucky on their other games. A little struggled in the playoffs a bit, I guess, but their CS team is a great team. Juan did an exceptional job this season, bringing 3D from, I don't know, like second last or something, or third last, to, you know, the powerhouse CS team that they were this season, and it will be next season. So great job, Juan. And enjoy your summer, guys. Make sure you don't sit in front of your freaking monitors all day, you know. Go outside, have a good time, and meet a girl or something like that, you know. That never hurts. Alright, goodbye.